Okay, so I was telling Adam I had seen the movie at Tribeca and it got a lot of laughs, sort of at the expense of you and his character specifically. How did you prep to play the role of Kurt?
Well, honestly, there wasn't a lot of time. From when I read the script to when we started shooting was, um, I mean, a matter of days, if not hours. Of course, there are hours in days, but
That's true.
but it was it was a very short amount of time, and for all of us, it was very short. And I don't we didn't have a lot of time as a cast to even get to know each other, and it's a very intimate movie, and a lot of the characters are saying and doing some pretty revealing things, and of all movies, you'd think this one would have had like the most time for the cast to get to know each other before we, all go in there together.
Sure.
But there just wasn't that kind of time, and I think it was just a lucky situation that A, the cast got along, and B, that we were all sort of like making the same movie. And by that I mean Patrick's movie, the director. And so for Kurt, it was well written. It was there. But the main thing that I just tried to think about was that he's a host, and centrifugal force. Like if you put an apple in a bag and spin it around, it won't fly out. But if you slow it down, it'll fall out. I sort of feel like Adam and Taylor are the apples, and my house is the bag, and I just have to spin it around fast enough that they won't be bored and leave.
Sure.
So I think a lot of my characters thing is just just kind of like each moment's got to have no silence between the songs. I got to DJ this. Each song's got to go right to the next, or else people will go home.
Sure.
So he's like he's treading out of water, and it was really fun to do that.
I'm sure it
because
was.
he's never quiet.
You is this the quickest shoot you've ever done?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It was 12 days, 10 of which were nights.
When you first read the script, I asked this of Judith as well. What your initial reaction was? It sort of like a page turner for you? Because I know as an audience member, you get involved very quickly.
Yeah.
And it unfolds in a way that it's like, how is this going to play out?
Yeah. No, for sure it was a page turner. I loved it so much, and it's as you're reading it, it's basically what your experience is watching it is my experience reading it. Maybe a little different because there's no music and atmosphere, you're not watching it, but I'm reading it going I think I know what could be happen. Oh, no, didn't happen. Oh, wait, no. And it constantly is serpentining between a surprising moment and a gratifying moment. So it's delivering on certain things that you kind of suspect, but it's always getting to them in a roundabout way.
Yeah.
And it was just really exciting to read a script like that because, a lot of scripts you can kind of figure out what's going on quickly.
Sure.
And maybe in a movie you can't figure it out because, you're being distracted by different things, but reading it sometimes it can be more obvious. And this was just totally everything was a surprise to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was amazing. I mean, it's hard to laugh out loud when you're reading something. It's got to be really funny. And I was laughing nonstop. So it was amazing. It was a no-brainer.
I know that right now you're actually shooting the Netflix revival of Wet Hot American Summer.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about it?
Well, I can tell you that it's done.
Okay.
And it comes out, I think, in July. And I don't know about you, but I was a big Wet Hot American Summer fan. And, a fan of those guys in general, The State and Stella and everyone just separately, Burning Love. So the idea that I would get to be in something I love so much, it's crazy to me. I don't know. I never would have imagined that could be possible. It'd be like if a band I loved called me and said, we're getting together, we're going to do some new songs, and we want a few more players in the group. Would you like to join? And you're on stage just looking around I can't believe I'm here. I think there was a lot of that going on.
Sure.
Because it's that's one of my dreams. I mean, I don't think I ever had that kind of feeling on set where I was just looking around and seeing so many people back in the basic wardrobe of the time or whatever, just like, wow, this is just too much for me. I don't know if I can take this.
It's a great cast. Are you actually planning on working with Wes Anderson again in the future, hopefully at some point? Somehow?
Yeah, in fact, he and I and Roman Coppola have been writing a movie together, so hopefully that'll start to happen soon.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully.
All right, Jason,
Cool.
thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Good luck with the
All
movie.
those questions.
All right.
So great.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey, you guys!